If you've ever struggled with insomnia, you know it sucks. However, what most people try and do to fall asleep faster, I would consider delusional. Let me give you an analogy. Holy shit, that's difficult to. Let me give you an analogy real quick. Yeah, imagine a guitar player that gets his first guitar and he wants to learn and get as good as possible as fast as possible. The question is, what is the best thing that he can do to achieve this goal? And the obvious answer is to practice, right? Now, instead of practicing, he starts optimizing his gear. He buys like 20 different types of guitar picks. He buys the perfect guitar chair to play guitar on. And after doing this for like a week or two, he comes back, starts playing guitar, and oh no, he doesn't understand why he didn't get better. But from a spectator's point of view, it's obvious, right? He did all of the things that are probably helpful, but he didn't do the main thing, which is practice. Delusional, right? Now think, what is the basic requirement, this basic step that you need to take to be able to fall asleep fast? It's to be tired, right? That's the brain dead answer, it's to be tired. The way sleep should work is you go to bed feeling tired, and you should wake up in the morning, well, feeling better. Let's think about a soldier. When he comes back to his bunk, do you think he sits there in bed doing freaking breathing exercises and yoga to fall asleep? Or does bro just hit the bed and do the goddamn Minecraft thing where he just falls asleep instantly? Probably the latter. You trying all of these different science hacks, techniques like, oh, like if you point your thumb this way, you'll fall asleep faster. It's like the guitar player doing all of those different things without actually practicing, without doing the basic requirement to get better. So how do you actually fall asleep like a soldier? Step one is the most obvious. It's to become physically tired. The easiest way to do this is literally to physically work hard throughout the day. You need to, if you can, wake up early and just start, Sigma male grind set mode. You need to go to the gym, you need physical activity, you need social activity, you need to see the goddamn sun. Like, go outside, please. When night rolls around, you should be moderately tired. If you work extremely hard every day, your body rewards you by falling asleep fast. If you don't work hard, well, your body punishes you by making you roll around in bed for 2 hours. My recommendation is just don't get into bed before you do feel tired. And I'm not saying, oh, it's 9 p.m, time to hit a 2-hour gym workout, because that's probably just gonna keep you awake. And the reason you want to go to bed when you're tired is you really don't want to lie awake in bed for extended periods of time. Your brain is gonna build the association of you being in bed, that equals you being awake. And you want, the exact opposite. You in bed equals you asleep. So if you're still not sleepy by the time 8 p.m, 9 p.m. comes around, I'd recommend, instead of hitting a gym workout, the best thing you can do is turn off all of the lights, turn off all of the bright lights, and just do something that's utterly relaxing or just brain dead numbing boring. Brain dead numbing boring. To do this, I actually selected reading the Lord of the Rings books again, because I remember reading the first book in like 8th grade, and I remember it was so boring. But the problem with that is, now that I'm a bit older, I'm reading these books and, oh crap, it turns out they're actually kind of interesting, so, it doesn't really help me fall asleep that fast. But if you can find, like, a really boring book, that would work really well. Like, even if you have to stay a bit past your bedtime, like, let's say it's 10 p.m, but you're still not feeling tired, read a book for 30 minutes and go to bed, fall asleep in 10 minutes. That's better than you going to bed at 10 p.m. and falling asleep at, like, 11. Because, well, first of all, you save yourself the time and the anxiety of being in bed, like rolling around, being anxious that, oh no, tomorrow's gonna be ruined. Plus, you get to read 30 minutes of a book. I think that's a win-win. Right, step two, and it's probably no less important, is to master your thoughts. Soldiers don't overthink it. They see their bed, their bunk, as kind of this saving grace that will help them get through the next day of training or fighting. You, on the other hand, probably see the bed as this sort of battleground where it's you versus sleep. It's like, oh, who will win? And this is the mindset that keeps most people awake in bed. The thing that honestly helped me the most with this is to just have no expectations. If you expect to fail, well, yeah, you'll fail. That's everything. But if you expect to win, if you expect to fall asleep fast, you're still going to fail. No matter what the expectation, just thinking about it, going over it in your mind, does nothing to help and does a lot to hurt. My sleep anxiety decreased so much when I just accepted what was given. I accepted that sometimes you're gonna get a bad night of sleep. I accepted that, oh, that day I skipped the gym because I was like lazy, and now I'm just gonna get worse sleep. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm not gonna complain. I no longer felt upset at not being able to fall asleep because I knew I deserved it. There's no point in being upset. And that actually helped me fall asleep much faster. Now, another thing that a lot of people do is they do most of their deep philosophical thinking the second they get into bed. Probably because there's no external stimulation. You're just there kind of in the darkness alone with your own thoughts. And obviously that's when your demons start knocking on the door. You should probably write down some of your thoughts for the day and on just like a piece of paper if you want on a computer. I personally do like my biggest failure of the day, what I did good in the day, and what I'm gonna improve the next day. And kind of building that like three-sentence, three-step plan just takes off so much pressure because you already feel like, okay, I've already basically analyzed my whole day. I get into bed and I know what I'm gonna improve tomorrow. I know what I did wrong today. I know what I did good today. And you get into bed and you just fall asleep. You don't need to think anymore about it. I believe those are the two most ROI things, return on investment things you can do for your sleep. I'll probably list like 10 other things like up here that you can do that I think are pretty good. But if you hit these two things that I talked about, mastering your minds and feeling physically tired when you get into bed, I believe that will literally give you 80% of the benefit, the stuff I just put up on screen. That contributes to the other 20% of your sleep and like rounds off an already good sleep score. It just pushes you to that 100%, but it's not absolutely essential. Alright bro, subscribe if you found this video helpful. Hopefully I cured your insomnia, because Matt Walker actually said this, like it's terrible feeling as if your sleep has like all the power over you. Alright, go do some push-ups. If you do, you'll get better sleep. Physically tired. See? I know what I'm talking about.